It's the Movie Toasty Show, here for you. Dennis and Adam joke about orgasms and sweet movie reviews. We talk about TV too, right?
I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah! Yeah! Movie Toast.
Hey, what is up, Toasties? And how are you doing, Adam?
Welcome to episode 219. Dennis, I have been busy, man. Like, it's crazy. My brother came to town. I picked him up. We went straight to an MC Chris show that night. And it was crazy. It was the 20th anniversary of touring, and he was taking requests from everybody, and it was like no set list. And people were giving all these obscured songs, and only one asshole had two songs and that were too obscured for him. I was that asshole. And then a couple days later, we went to go see Run the Jewels and the Wu-Tang Clan. And then, my brother wanted to go to this pop-up that they had in Boston for Family Guy, this little bar thing. But tickets were sold out. And then I got us this little press walkthrough of it. And that was okay. And then I wanted to go see 50 Cent over at this casino in Connecticut, because it was pretty cheap. And as I was driving there, I realized, there's another concert happening. And tickets went from $300 to $118. So I went to go see Weird Al, and that was a great show. And
nice, man.
That fantastic.
Oh, wow.
You would have loved it. His fucking encore, because every song he pretty much has a costume change and comes back out in his old band that he had. But awesome. the fucking encore, everyone came out dressed as fucking Star Wars characters. You had a Chewbacca, you had fucking, I guess, a Wookiee, fucking Boba Fett, a different Mandalorian, just a bunch of like random things. But fantastic. He did his 2 Star Wars songs, and then in a couple of days it's Comic-Con. So it's fun, it's good, it's busy, it's interesting. How about you, man? How you been?
Oh, doing all right, keeping busy. Got a few flicks in. Funny enough, after unfortunately my wife injured her toe, so she's kind of been hobbling around lately. But we've started getting into other shows, catching up on things that we'd lost track of and stuff. Love that Sunny came back.
You still haven't watched? What are they, about 4 or 5 episodes now?
Oh, I think 3 or 4. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're not too far behind. One sitting will get you caught up.
Oh yeah, that's
finally getting into Mr. Robot and loving that.
Ooh, where's that at? I've been meaning to. I hadn't fully finished it, and I know it's been pulled off of. I think it was on
Netflix.
Okay,
Netflix has it now.
Nice.
So yeah.
I forgot to mention. Also been powering through some screeners for TV series as I watched the second season of the Andy Samberg Comedy Central show Digman. I'll have a review for that soon. Then I just finished earlier today. I finished season 2 of Twisted Metal, and then I just started this season 2 of the Seth Rogen Rose Byrne show, Platonic, on Apple TV Plus. So yeah, I've been plowing through that stuff. Sorry, I cut you off. I forgot to mention that.
No, it's all good. I mean, I'll let you know when I've caught up on Twisted Metal, because I'd love to chat with you about that.
Dude, they're on our fucking Peacock thing, man. Check out our fucking login stuff, and
I'll fire that up. Yeah,
power through. I couple of days, like 2 or 3 days. Nice. It's under embargo, so I can't say much, but I think you'll like it.
Of course. Oh yeah, no, that's what we both love it. So that'll be an easy sell.
Yeah,
in this house to get that one viewed. So
all
right, yeah, we'll have to let you know about how that one is, Toasties. I'm looking forward to it. Man, such a lot of good stuff, a lot of good series. Kind of thin on the films. It's funny as we're getting into
a busy couple of weeks.
Yeah, but that's not going to stop us from delivering that hot, delicious toast to you fine folks out there catching the show. So don't you worry, your pretty little heads.
But I guess we should start off our first segment of the show here with a little thing called news.
Gather round, folks, it's time for the scoop. Tune your ears in, let's join the loop.
Sorry, I'm out of focus again, folks.
I was hoping when you did your finger blast, it would
have
zoom you
brought
in.
me back in. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll just
there you go. You just sit like that for a while. Not creepy.
He's back. Okay.
All right. Up first, we have an interesting TV news here. Barack Obama and Larry David are teaming up on a sketch comedy series for HBO. It will focus on American history and will feature cast members of Curb Your Enthusiasm and other note-wild guest stars. The logline is President and Mrs. Obama wanted to honor America's 250th anniversary and celebrate the unique history of our nation on this special occasion. But then Larry David called.
Huh.
So not giving us much, but I'm intrigued. That's quite the combo.
You know, the Obamas have an interesting track record of backing some solid flicks. Oh God, what was the name of that? Where the family goes on vacation.
There's a clue, man.
The Ethan Hawke.
Yeah. The one from Sam Esmail.
Yes, that was great. And then if Larry David's attached, you're going to get some laughs in there. So I'm curious is this going to be like in the vein of drunk history kind of telling you stories,
it says sketch, but it's like
right.
I feel like is it going to be more as like Curb was, where it was like scripted but not scripted,
right?
But that's not sketch.
We'll just have the facts and we'll have the actors
figure it out as we go.
Yeah, I don't know. That'd be interesting. I'm intrigued. I'll check it out.
Right?
That sounds like a fun time.
Yeah. Speaking of Max, they finally have greenlit the Big Bang Theory spinoff, Stuart Fails to Save the Universe. It'll star reoccurring Big Bang Theory guest stars Kevin Sussman, Lauren Lapkus, Brian Posehn, and John Ross Bowie. It's set in the future after the events of the Big Bang Theory. In it, the comic book store owner, Stuart Bloom, is tasked with restoring reality after he breaks a device built by Sheldon and Leonard, accidentally bringing about a multiverse Armageddon. Stuart's aided in this quest by his girlfriend, Denise, geologist friend Bert, and quantum physics all-around pain-in-the-ass Barry Kripke. Along the way, they meet alternate universe versions of characters we've come to know and love from the Big Bang Theory. As the title implies, things don't go well. I don't know. They've been kicking this around for a bit. And Zach Penn, the guy who wrote the Avengers movies, and I want to say some of the Thor movies, he's writing it. And I guess it's going to be more CG driven and kind of not based in reality. I don't know.
I don't know about this one. It's like, who asked for this? I mean, I hate to say, good on the cast. I'm glad, they're all very talented people that deserve whatever shots they can, they can get.
Yeah.
I don't know how intriguing this sounds to me. I might.
It just sounds like a cat. Like everyone's over these multiverse things. I would be more intrigued just watching these guys running a comic book store or hanging out at a comic book store. Not, oh wow, we got to save the world and all these multiverse bullshit. It's like, come on.
Right, let's now this is wild. This might be crazy. Let's just take this cast that we know works well together. Give them
do something
new characters,
a
new story, something that we haven't seen or isn't connected to something else already, and just let the good performers do their thing.
You're crazy.
It's wild. I know.
No
I know. It's nuts.
Out of control here. You're insane, man.
Oh, the number of times I've seen Brian Posehn is kind of hilarious, though.
Ran
into him grocery shopping multiple times, and then when we were at Comic-Con,
you always kind of see him walk in the back area.
Like, holy shit! It's like, and I ran into him again. Like, what is
right?
There's 1,000 people here, and
thousands. But you gotta love. I just seen him last year, just with headphones in, sprinting to his destination, so nobody stops him.
There's nothing on. They're not even plugged in.
Yeah, it's just props. Oh, man. Well, sticking with TV, let's talk about something that is original, Dennis. Greg Berlanti and Leonardo DiCaprio are joining forces to create a live-action Captain Planet series over at Netflix. I don't know why.
Original.
Yeah.
I mean, we grew up in that generation. Captain Planet was awesome.
It's a good show.
Some gnarly subject matter that they covered in there. I'm curious how it's gonna play now.
Right.
You already know what some people are gonna say about it right out the gate. And I'm like, I don't want to hear it. It's fucking Captain Planet, so shut the fuck up.
But it's Greg Berlanti. he created the Arrowverse. That was kind of dark and menacing, but he also created Riverdale, which was a little weird and like CW. Well,
that did weird shit too, right? Like, didn't they have crazy
yeah,
supernatural shit or something happen? Like,
but then you also have Leonardo DiCaprio, someone who is all about like saving the universe and like nature. So it's like, what's the balance they're going for?
As
here?
long as he's not Captain Planet, I'm cool with.
Oh,
that's
I don't know. That could be interesting seeing him back on a TV show. Maybe he's Boner all grown up as Captain Planet.
Wedged himself into the suit. It's got, but it's like clearly like a muscle suit,
right?
Like,
but you know, when my mind goes to this, I'm like, because they've been kicking around for years saying they're going to do a movie. We might even have reported that a couple of years ago, but I always think about that Funny or Die series where Don Cheadle was like Captain America just doing dumb shit. That is what we need. That's what I would watch.
Oh, like an adult focused version of it. That'd be hilarious. It'd be interesting trying to figure out the balance of these are supposed to be like teenagers running the team here, but I don't know. I mean, we'll see. I'm kind of curious. Yeah, like what? Yeah. It is a beloved franchise. So,
although it's like, how many kids really know? I mean, that's going to be for people like us and older than us. I feel like the younger generation has no fucking clue, and it's like, do they really care about the universe and the world?
How do you get them on board?
I don't know.
Right? Like,
yeah.
But
if the hook's good enough,
right? There's been a few other things that have been getting a lot of random attention. I don't know. Throw Henry Cavill in there since he's not Supermaning. He could. We know he can fly around.
He's not doing that Netflix series anymore that they replaced him on.
Oh, that's right. Oh yeah, The Witcher.
Yeah.
It's not doing The Witcher. And hey, let the man focus on 40K. I want to see some more Hammer on the big screen. So
hey, eventually it'll get there. I think.
Eventually, yeah.
Hopefully. But sticking in the realm of TV series and Netflix, Westworld executive producer Roberto Pinto and Halo executive producer David Winner are creating, showrunning, and executive producing an Assassin's Creed series. I don't know. I saw the movie with Fassbender, didn't care for it. Never really played the game, but I feel like with a series, you could go to all these different time periods like this show, and like the game does.
Exactly. You could expand on the story and really draw out the characters that are the fan favorites. It's funny. It's like you have these people who have backgrounds in shows that started off with a strong base based on the franchise they were coming from, and then they would all drop off. Every one of those things. Like, so I don't know.
Or you have them where they start off just following and then they go their own directions. Like perfect example. Twisted Metal, we both love. It's like, how do you make a show out of that? First season, nothing to do with the game. Next season, kind of a hybrid game and the previous season put together in a beautiful way.
Finally getting introduced to Calypso. I am so excited for that. But yeah, in this instance, I think getting more time to tell the story will help. But it's God damn it, you better like make it feel like we're in that world. And it's really two worlds in one at any given time. So striking that balance, it's going to be a challenge. So we'll have to see how that goes. Clearly, video games have been doing better as a series lately, rather than trying to do the movies. Although I say that, but then fucking
movies
Mario
are doing good too.
They are doing good too. Legend of Zelda around the corner in a few years, but still excited for that.
Right.
I don't know. And intrigued. I think there's other titles that probably could have benefited more to this treatment, but
probably
Assassin's Creed makes sense though.
Yeah.
Give it a shot.
All right. Well, speaking of spin-offs and whatnot, it sounds like James Gunn is considering TV spin-offs for both Skylar Gizondo's Jimmy Olsen and Edie Gaeththe's Mr. Terrific. I know you haven't seen the movie yet, and I'm going to be reviewing it later on. But I'd be intrigued to see where both these characters are going. They're very distinguished characters. And James Gunn did well with Peacemaker.
Yes.
Taking a character who was a piece of shit and making us love him and become addicted.
I love, I've been seeing a lot of the memes and a lot of the jokes online about this version of Jimmy Olsen. People are loving him all over again, just like Ned from the recent Spider-Man
films. Well, it's funny.
So
one of my favorite parts of the movie is it's that homeboy Skylar Gisondo. You've seen him in a million things. He's kind of this kind of goofy regular guy, but all of these hot ladies love him, and like he's kind of this smooth talker. And there's just it's like, what am I missing the sex appeal here? And then there's a scene later in the movie where Lois Lane's like, what is it? How do you get all these ladies? And like the movie calls that out, which kind of adds to the fun of
that's great.
What's going on? Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
So time will tell what James Gunn wants to do.
Well, I mean,
I think we'll
we're getting dangerously close to the thing they claimed they weren't going to do. So we'll have to see.
It's one thing. Well, James Gunn has been doing that flip-flopping and saying one thing in one conference, other thing in another junket, and one thing on Twitter. Who knows?
It's a wild man shooting from the hip.
Possible movie news? Saturday night, while performing her Hit Me Hard and Soft tour in Manchester, Billie Eilish said the following to her audience. So you may have noticed there's more cameras than usual up here. Basically, I can't say much about it, but what I can say is I'm working on something very, very special with somebody named James Cameron, and it's going to be in 3D. So it sounds like we're probably going to get a Billie Eilish concert movie in 3D directed by James Cameron. Never had that on my bingo card.
Whenever you see or hear about James Cameron doing something like this, there's either some new piece of technology that he's working on or some new technique. There's going to be it has to be more than just a 3D concert.
Yeah,
with like the execution or something. Like there's something else built in there, which those are fun. I've seen a couple of those before in theaters, and it's a fun time. But if James Cameron's going out of his way to do this, especially with a talent like Billie Eilish, then it's going to be unique, whatever it is. So
that's for sure.
That could be a fun time.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
All right. Up next, Sean Levy is ready to reboot his hit franchise Night at the Museum. Specifics on the plot are under wraps, but it is believed to be a new story set at the museum with all new characters. Sean Levy and Dan Levine are producing, and I am not okay with this. Executive producer Tripper Clancy is writing the script. I don't know. I really enjoyed the Ben Stiller trilogy, and I didn't see the Disney Plus animated one, but do you think we need a new Night at the Museum?
I don't really get... I feel like it's not that old. It has been like 20 years since the first one, but still like it works. Last time I saw it was still entertaining. Although I do think it's kind of funny. Remy Malek's going to come up like 3 times in this episode without us like trying to do that.
I mean, he does that. That's the Malek effect.
But no, it's I guess I don't know. I'm with you, man. I don't see the need to like revamp this one.
I mean, I guess when you think about it, it is almost 20 years old, but it's still relevant. It's still fresh. What new aspects can you bring to this? I don't know.
You know what other Ben Stiller movie that's almost 20 years old that I think not only would never get made again, but is still
Tropic
stands
Thunder?
up just fine is fucking Tropic Thunder. Yeah. I'm like, these things aren't old enough for us to like forget that they exist or that are inaccessible. There's a bunch of them that they're still right there on the same streaming service. So I would just
I mean,
have some more faith in some newer ideas. That's all. Like, the good ones stick, and I don't know.
So we'll see on that aspect, I guess. All right, now we're moving over to some other spookier news. It seems like Heart Eyes and Barbarian producers are developing a new Amityville movie. However, this is supposed to be a radical new spin on the famed haunted house story for a new generation. I feel like we've heard that before.
Right.
Instead of being a rehash of the previous IP, this one will be based upon the real life paranormal story based that's behind all those fake movies, with the film offering a fresh look at the notorious Amityville house itself. I don't know. It sounds like a bunch of gargly gook. I don't know how I feel about that.
It's like you can watch documentaries and shit about the real family right now.
Yeah.
I don't know how much more can be offered. It's that this time the house isn't haunted, the family is haunted and terrorizes the house. I just want to see this house from the
It's Monster House, but in fucking real life.
Invert. It can't run away.
Yeah.
Get away from me, you haunted humans.
Oh man.
Um,
It's like how many countless Amityville movies have we gotten that gone straight to DVD? Like
dude, there's like at least a dozen. I mean, like that's not even an exaggeration. The original like run of the series, I think, had like 5 or 6, and then there's I don't know, and then the original story was remade a bunch of times too. So
yeah,
there's other horror out there, folks. Come on.
True.
Or just
original horror has been fantastic lately.
Yes, it has.
Why give up on that? Well, speaking of good old fashioned sequels, Dennis, Chris Pratt will be returning to voice Garfield in a sequel to 2024's The Garfield Movie, a movie I completely felt like I wanted to just kill myself while watching because it was so bad and all over the place. But I looked at the box office; it quadrupled its budget while it was in the theater, so I guess that's a hit.
I mean, yeah, technically, I guess technically, whether. Yeah. And
the way they announced this was Chris Pratt was in a hotel room and someone delivered a pizza and on it was written like Garfield 2. And he's like, who ordered this? And it's like, exactly. Who's asking for Garfield the movie 2?
Who the
fuck you. Nobody's asking for this.
Nobody. Chris, stop voicing everything. Stop like, what's that running this meme I saw that was great about Pedro Pascal? It was the clip from the Fantastic Four trailer. We met with Galactus and
coming in.
We've heard his demands, but we can't meet them. And it's like, what was his demand? That I stop signing on for every single movie that I'm on.
Right.
And I'm like, well, except Pedro's actually got a wider range.
He's doing different things and stretching different muscles.
Exactly. And it's entertaining. It's not doing the exact, like barely changing your voice and now all of a sudden you're a cat, a fucking Italian plumber, or whatever the fuck he's going to be next. Over it.
Hey, don't forget the Lego movie star.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
That I loved. I'm not going to lie. I enjoyed that.
One day I'll get through it maybe, but
it's not for everyone, I suppose.
Every time. Well, that's not like I've genuinely given it chances.
Trust me, that was me and Sonic, and then I got through Sonic and I respected it.
See?
But I also had that same effect with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So,
there you go. That's funny, huh? The sleep barrier, something enchanting about it.
And it was always the same exact points in the story where I would just lose consciousness. I'm like, fuck this.
Like I could have drank a pot of coffee. Same thing is going to happen every time.
Pretty much.
What the fuck is with this?
Yeah, your camera's all over the place.
Something
that kind of blew my mind a little bit here, Dennis.
What's that?
Illumination Studios and Mattel are developing the first ever animated theatrical Barbie movie. I don't understand why we have a smash hit Barbie film, but now let's go and make an animated one? Why?
What is...
Huh.
And it's like there's a shortage of animated Barbie movies because there's a shitload of straight to video.
Oh yeah,
animated Barbie movies. All right. Well, I mean, I guess we're just gonna keep throwing.
I'm sure it will be good because Illumination kind of knocks all their movies out of the park, but it's just kind of confusing. We're getting the Batman paradox where we have Pattinson and someone else's Batman. Now we'll have Margot Robbie and whoever voices fucking Barbie.
There's no hinting or word yet of like they're not going to try to continue the live action Barbie films, right? Or I feel like
there's been talks that now she's considering it, even though she was adamant that it was a one and done.
Yeah.
And then there's talks about doing a Ken movie. Then there's talks about maybe I think last I heard, Sydney Sweeney was talking about, I have a way that we could do a sequel and Margot wouldn't have to come back if she didn't want to. And it's like, we can live in a world where one is good enough, folks.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Totally fine. You made one great movie. Let it be a great movie. Move on to the next thing. It's totally fine.
Agreed. Well, we'll see if that when that comes out, how it turns out, if it's better, if it's equal, who knows. Sticking with Illumination Studios, Nintendo Everything has reported that they found a new copywriting filing for something simply listed as Untitled Donkey Kong Project Motion Picture. So it looks like Seth Rogen might be bringing Donkey Kong to life in his very own feature film, which I feel like we knew that had to come soon.
Eventually, yeah, right. Like it's one of those things. It's like it kind of just made sense. Especially, I feel like he's got a good fan base that he didn't get that. He wasn't in that much of the movie, even though he was kind of like a critical part of it.
But you're not going to put him in the movie specifically and then never see him again, or just have him be a tertiary character.
Yeah. Really, I'm waiting on a Luigi's Mansion movie, but we'll get.
I mean, they teased that when Luigi was off on his own. He saw that haunted house. It's like, why? Why don't we have it? Come on.
That's the movie I want to see. Get out of here, Mario. Like, go do.
Like, I'm sorry. I love the fact that Princess Peach got to be a badass in it, and Mario was learning the ways of Mario. But Charlie Day had nothing to do in that movie. He came and went. My favorite character just fucking disappeared. Fuck you. All right. Well, staying in the realm of Nintendo, it looks like up-and-comers Bo Bragason and Benjamin Evan Answorth have been cast as Zelda and Link in Nintendo and Sony's live-action Legend of Zelda movie. Bragason recently starred in a Hulu series called The Jetty, and Answorth stars in a Canadian sitcom called Son of a Glitch. Now, I don't really know these two, although I realize this cat who's cast as Link, I recently saw in a movie 2-3 weeks ago starring Bryan Cranston called Everything's Gonna Be Okay. And I'm like, he was an interesting character. He was main star, but I was never like, that guy should be Link. But I'm intrigued. And I don't know. I don't know the woman, but it makes sense. Get up and comers, get them cheap, sign them for a long deal, and we're not judging them for other things. I don't know. How do you feel about these unknowns, essentially?
I'm here for it. I think that's it. It plays to the longevity of if they try to do more films with them, start with the cast younger, so that way they can age into the characters. Because let's be honest, we never see them get that old. So even if they are like 200 years old, they're never going to look a day over 20 at the oldest we've ever seen them. I don't know. I'm cool with it. If anything, my main concern is how are we telling the story? Because the only time we've ever heard Link speak was a really, really terrible animated series, and I don't think he's ever spoken again. Maybe there was one game he might have that looked like that same animation style, but I think that you could
make an effective movie with the main character who doesn't speak. It's possible. You just got to really, really craft it well. And I feel like a lot of fans, everyone I've talked to has had that same issue. They're like, I don't want to hear Link talk, but it's like, just let it go. It's a fucking movie. But it's like, no, if you want to keep your fan base happy, do it right.
Yeah. And there's definitely ways around it too. Make it a running gag. Like he could start to speak and he's constantly getting interrupted. Like don't do the joke too many times, but you have, because even in the games, even in the dialogue in games, when people are talking at Link, you kind of get the impression in some of them that he's responded. We're just not hearing the words being spoken because they're talking. And it's like I don't know. I know I'm overthinking it, but it's like it's a beloved franchise.
What we gotta have faith in is the fact that Nintendo hasn't let any of their IP been made after the 90s fucking Mario Brothers movie. So they have a heavy hand in what's happening. I don't think that they would throw their inhibitions out the window. I think we gotta trust.
They have a pretty strictly high standard with pretty much everything they put out. So I don't blame them. Even the commercials I've worked on with their namesake on them, they have very, very strict about what's on screen. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. Here's hoping. Here's hoping it's a good one.
All right. Well, Will Ferrell and Ryan Gosling are set to star in an Amazon action comedy movie called Tough Guys. It's about two henchmen who are tired of being disposable and break free from the criminal underworld, rewriting the rules as they build a new life on their own terms. Why not? I love both these guys. They're funny. Seeing these two guys.
Right. They've got the comedy chops together. Like we've seen them do action and comedy and varying levels mixed together. So I think that's just going to be really funny casting, putting them together.
Right. And then seeing who else they like sprinkle in that world with them, who's
Right.
their boss before they were henchmen,
Oh, God.
who's their opponents.
Oh my God, yeah, right.
So
Bryan
many
Cranston.
avenues you can take it.
You can see Bryan
I'm
Cranston
looking forward
yelling
to
at them, telling him what to do. Finally,
I
like,
can see that.
just had enough like of his
Right.
bullshit. I want to know why they're selling knives. Like, I love that this is the image. That's
I don't know.
getting used
This
in
is just like
circulation.
I typed in for those of you who are listening. I have
Oh,
a
yes.
still here of Ryan Gosling and Will Ferrell wearing knife guy shirts, and they're selling knives. I just googled Ryan Gosling, Will Ferrell, and apparently they were on Jimmy Kimmel doing a sketch or something at one point.
I could see. Okay,
I don't know.
Okay, it
But
already looks
I'm
like
all
I'm
for it.
watching the movie. I'm in it.
Right? I could buy it. Maybe they become
Yeah.
knife salesmen. Hmm.
Right. They have some kind of income.
You can't. I can't bank a lot being a henchman, probably.
Cutco.
All right. Well, up next, it looks like Wicked director David. Yeah, sorry, did I say David? Wicked director John M. Chu is getting behind the wheel to direct Mattel and Warner Brother Pictures' up-and-coming Hot Wheels movie. I don't understand. This guy has done a lot of different movies. I think he did Step Up. He did one of the fucking G.I. Joe movies. He did In the Heights, killing it with the Wicked movies, and now he's going to go and do a Hot Wheels movie. I'm intrigued, but
I mean, Hot Wheels is one of those weird properties where they've done well in like video games and animated series, and it's like they can kind of just jam a story in wherever and kind of make it work because it's at the end of the day, it's the user-based imagination sort of play there with the toys anyways. And then it's one of those Hot Wheels have just never gone away. They've never not been popular. So
they're the simplest thing.
Yeah, there's adult collectors that are super serious about them. So I don't know. It's that pattern I'm hearing from this director is more like high energy storytelling, or things that have some flash, things that have some big.
And that's what's kind of cool. It's not like he's pigeonholing himself in one area.
Yeah,
he's actually doing different things and going out on ledges.
The director of The Thicket said that when I interviewed him on the red carpet for that. He could just be one of those guys. Once I've done this style of storytelling in this genre,
move on.
I never want to come back. Like I'm doing the next thing. Then I do the next thing. Maybe he'll circle back around at some point because he's done a couple musicals, but very different musicals. So
nice.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I don't know.
Sure.
It's one of those like I wondered what the fuck a Barbie movie was going to be. And
exactly.
That was absolutely fantastic. I'm not going to say Hot Wheels is going to suck.
It's not time to write it off. Wait till we see a trailer, give it a shot, see what happens. All right. Well, Joe Esterhaus is best known for writing Basic Instinct, and he's currently writing a reboot of the erotic thriller. And the 80-year-old writer described the reboot as a wild and orgasmic ride. What the fuck is going on here? Why is there an 80-year-old man writing a wild and orgasmic ride film?
It's wild. Jizzing all over the place. In case you missed it in the theme song, folks, we do joke about orgasms, so get ready.
That's true.
I don't know. Why not just go back and watch the original one?
Right.
But, they're trying to, you just can't stand Wayne Knight. What's your problem?
Right. Get out of your fat phobia problems, folks.
Yeah, I don't know. Didn't they do?
I thought they might have done a show or a
series.
Sequel.
Yeah, wasn't there a series? Or am I not?
I know there was a Cruel Intentions. Let's say Basic Instinct.
That's probably what I'm
thinking. They
made
a sequel back in 2006, starring Sharon Stone. Okay, all right. So.
Oh my god!
But did they do a series?
Yeah,
I'm not seeing a series.
It's probably the other was it Cruel Intentions or think?
Yeah, I know they did one of those. I think. So, we'll see if that actually happens.
Well, whatever makes an 80-year-old orgasmic, I suppose.
Yeah, man. He had more to say, but it just got out. He said, I think it was like he was saying, I may be 80, but in my head, I'm a 26-year-old little fucking little Joey. And I'm like, are you talking about your penis? I don't know what you're talking about, guy. Come on. Fucking grow up. I don't know.
Just wait till you see me stand up and get all feisty. I don't
Remember that time I had her show her cooch on camera? Oh, we'll have a lot of that
was
going
me.
on.
I made that happen.
It was in the script. A hardcore script I wrote. Well, this next set of news might upset some fans, might make some fans happy, but it looks like Taika Waititi and Drew Pearce are shopping around a new Judge Dredd movie. Not too many details are known about it just yet, besides the fact that it will be a little more comedic like the original film, opposed to the last incarnation of the property. I don't know.
The last one was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that film quite a bit.
Yeah.
But from what I understand, the comics don't have a lot of comedy in them. There might be some humor,
right?
But it's dark and it's heavy and it's bloody and it's brutal.
And I mean, like we said a couple of episodes ago, there was rumors that a TV series with fucking
Carl Urban,
was going to happen. But of course, that could have been just a rumor. And just because they're shopping this around doesn't mean it will actually happen. But
true.
I don't know. How many movies have we talked about Taika Waititi doing that have just disappeared?
He's probably forgotten. Oh, wait, I said what? Oh, shit. Okay, well, right. I guess we could make that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm also with the stop listening to me phone. The last one it hasn't been that long. The last one is not even that
2009, 2012, something in that zone.
Yeah.
So within 15, 20 years.
Yeah. It's one. I just, come on.
Just relax.
Fans want to see. I'm curious, but I'm kind of not at the same. I'm just like, you know what? All right. I guess we'll see what it is when it happens.
True. If it happens, we'll be there to find out, I guess.
So many other comic book properties that I think deserve a look on the big screen that haven't had a 100%. Chance yet. The Nevermen. Look it up, folks. It would be an awesome, weird film noir detective story, but with octopus men and cyborgs and zombie themed villains. It's great.
Interesting.
Great
stuff.
Yeah.
Well, that is gonna do it for our news of the episode, Dennis. I guess we can get into our second segment of the show, polls.
A little poll action.
All right, folks. On episode 218, I reviewed the latest Brad Pitt movie, F1. So I wanted to know what the Toasty's favorite I'm going to take that again. Sorry. I wanted to know what the fucking Toasty's favorite Brad Pitt movie was out of 7: Fight Club, Moneyball, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Big Bad Brad Pitt.
Well, that should be a name that kicks in. You know what? Bad Brad's coming here.
That is our name for him from now on. Whenever we refer to Brad Pitt,
if you hear us refer to a Bad Brad, it's Pitt. I love it.
You got Bad Brad.
Not knowing how to say a name. Good on me. Good nickname.
We come up with. Oh yeah, love it. I think I'd still go Fight Club. All these are fantastic. He's given great performances in every one of these films, but I think it's still the classic. We know what's in the box, but we still want to know those rules to Fight Club. So
it's tough for me because I'm not gonna lie, I really loved his character in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh yeah,
I didn't love the movie. Seven,
I enjoyed. Reason why he's getting a spin-off, like they're talking about him getting a spin-off. So I don't blame him.
I think for me it might be Moneyball. Sadly, I don't know. It's weird. I don't even like sports.
Didn't we see that in theater together? I feel like we did.
Maybe.
I don't. It's one Val wouldn't have gone with me to see. So.
I probably went with you then.
Yeah, we probably.
I never pass an opportunity to see a movie. But let's find out what the Toasties said. 0% for Fight Club.
Oh wow.
Well, I don't know what's going on there, folks.
I think there should be all of them should have at least got a vote. You know, it's one of those.
Right?
There shouldn't be any 0%ers, but for Fight Club to get 0%,
Yeah, that's
I'm
surprising.
heartbroken. I don't need to be in focus to show you my heartbroken.
0% for Moneyball. Once
Jesus.
again, our audience disagrees with everything we.
What do we
to
know?
think.
What do we know, Adam? What
Not
are
much.
we doing here?
I'm fine with that. Let's see. 0% for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So I guess they agree with me on that. 100% for Seven. I agree. Seven's a great movie.
It is.
Does it deserve to beat all the other three with 100%? I don't think so, but maybe I'm wrong.
Wow. I mean, God, it's yeah. That's feeling a lot of things right now, folks. I'm feeling a lot of things.
Are you feeling like you're on an orgasmic fucking thrill ride?
An 80-year-old might say that, but not me. Not me.
All right. Well, maybe we'll have better luck in this next poll here, Dennis.
Let's try it one more time.
On episode 218, I reviewed the latest Blumhouse movie, Megan 2.0. So I wanted to know what the Toasty's favorite Blumhouse franchise was out of the following: Paranormal Activity, Insidious, The Purge, and Halloween.
So funny because all of these are franchises that had a strong start and just sucked more and more as you went along, and they kept making more.
Right?
Like it's that's the hard part about choosing. It's like you're also choosing the worst of these film series included in that list too. So like that's where
I didn't care for Paranormal Activity. Insidious, like I said, I mix that up all the time with fucking the other one. The Purge, I liked for the most part, but there were some weird links in there. And Halloween, I loved the first one, and then I didn't so much love the other couple.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on the Halloween. It's funny. Insidious, I only remember because I didn't watch a lot of the other paranormal films with that similar cast, like we were discussing earlier. So I have a hilarious distinct memory of it being in the theater watching that film, and that first time you see the demon like pop up over his shoulder, Val let out this like ear-piercing scream, but there's only like 8 of us spread out in the entire theater. All of us, including me, laughed hysterically after hearing Val scream like that. So I have a great memory of seeing that in theaters.
Nice.
So I don't know, maybe The Purge, just because to me that's one of the scariest out of all of them.
Because that seriously could be where we're going here in America, folks.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah, that'd be all right.
Are the Toasties with us?
What about them Toasties?
0%,
you dumb fuck.
0% for Paranormal Activity.
Okay.
All right, I can live with that. I don't understand that franchise at all. I remember all the hype going opening night, midnight at the Cinerama Dome, and being like, why am I fucking watching this? Why did I spend this much money and see it in this crazy format? Fuck you. But
I like the first one, but that was the same thing. And then they just get like more. Oh, I can't hack the rest of it.
0% for the fucking Purge, Dennis.
I don't know if I'm letting you folks down or you folks letting me down, but
it's tough.
One of those is happening.
It's hard out here for a toaster.
It's
50% for Insidious. And to my chagrin, 50% for Halloween. I thought Halloween, Evil Dies Tonight. I thought the fucking votes would die tonight with 0% on Halloween, but
I'm surprised. Maybe people are mixing up which Halloween we're talking
Halloween
about.
It is. Yeah, they're like, oh, the Carpenter one? Yeah, that was great. I love that franchise.
Like, well, of course. Of course it's good. Yeah. Everybody loves that.
Little did you know, little Jason Blum was fucking on set producing it. You didn't know.
Right. Oh, God. Yeah, this is not Rob Zombie. This isn't.
Right. This is... who knows the dumpster fire of the last one or two? Did they make 3 of these or 2 of these? I feel like 2, right?
2, right? Because that's that last one where they finally
Halloween Kills. Yeah.
Spoiler alert: he dies, quote unquote. We'll see. This is the last one. Whatever. All right. James Jude Courtney will keep showing up if you keep putting the mask on him. So
hell yeah, he will. Don't fuck around with those masks, folks.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
that's gonna
yeah, I
do it.
don't know,
Hopefully,
folks.
this next segment will give us a little more hope, Dennis.
Yeah.
With a little thing we like to call reviews.
Lights, camera, action, it's review time. Dennis and Adam, we gon' blow your mind. We're stepping up to the plate, ready to swing. Analyzing movies like a scientist with bling.
Blingin',
All right.
scientists.
So you're gonna review a movie that I did a fucking mini review a couple months back. In the Lost Lands, Dennis. Tell me all about this, please.
Well, folks, let's just say there is a horrible apocalyptic event in the near future that essentially freezes time on technology while unleashing a hellscape of mutants and magic onto the world. That is straight from the mind of George R.R. Martin, who wrote the original short story. He wrote the short story that this is based on, where we're taking our two main characters, played by Mila Jovovich and Dave Bautista, who are Grey's Allies, the witch, and Boyce, the hunter. And the witch kind of, I don't know, runs a business, has a practice.
Yeah,
I don't fucking get it. People approach her with their wishes, and as long as you pay them, as long as you pay her in something, in some form, she has to answer. Like whatever wish you're wishing, she will grant it. But it's that classic like genie double-edged sword. You might get more than you bargained for, kind of thing. Exactly. So she's not exactly a bad character, but she's not exactly a good character either. And then we have Boyce, the hunter, who he's lived beyond the walls of the city, the last standing city, with all of humanity left on it, except for, you know, the fucking 50 people that we see throughout the lands.
All his friends.
So, oh my God. I gotta point that out too. So this, I have to say straight out the gate, this movie looked really cool. I loved the sets. I loved the wardrobe.
Stylish.
The CG landscapes. I was there for.
It reminded me of
watching
Sin City, kind of, but on a bigger budget.
Like, but with a little Mad Max thrown in there. You know, like it's Mad Max with magic, I guess. That I did really enjoy the setting and just like the world we're existing in. And that's where my love affair with this film ends. Wow.
You didn't like the religious cult hunting them down?
I was fine with that if they had more depth or anything else to do.
Right.
Not this war being fought on three fronts where you have...
You don't like the twists and turns that you could see coming a mile away?
Oh my God. Oh, so
the bad dialogue?
The queen of the city has made this request. She wants to become a fucking werewolf for some reason. That's not explained.
Her lover is a werewolf, I think, right?
But we only find that out like 3/4 of the way through the movie.
Sorry, folks.
Yeah. Oh, sorry for that spoiler. Woo. Yeah. Now the movie just won't make sense.
Don't watch it anymore. I know we're selling it hard.
Right. Yeah. So I love that it's like explained all of humanity that exists in this one city. Well, except for that one trading post that he goes to all the time. And then there's this, this fairy tram guy that he lives in there too. Within 30 seconds of him saying, "We're not going to see any more friendly faces after this." Oh, hey, here's my friend. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Did you even listen to the dialogue when you were writing this? Or the editor wasn't like, hey, just so you guys know, you kind of have some conflicting information here.
It's okay, nobody will notice.
Conflicting bullshit like this. The choices they make, and the balancing act between, oh, you're my guide because I'm not familiar out here. Oh, I know exactly what that is because I've been here before and I made this horrific event happen. Well, which the fuck is it? You don't know where you are. You do the whole film, by the way, it's just this undulation of stupidity of I'm looking kind of cool while this other really dumb dialogue is happening and there's no logic to this. It's kind of a shitty road movie. It is a shitty road movie.
I was gonna say, how's it kinda?
All of the coolness is just expelled right out the gate. The creatures looked cool. I liked that shit.
I did like his little shotgun snakes.
Yeah,
those were cool.
that was great. Like I needed more of that. I needed more of that cleverness. I felt so much. I recognized the dialogue like we're watching House of the Dragon or Game of Thrones. Though there's times we go into this very like it kind of it sounds like you're reading this English character into very modern dialogue that sounds like something conversation we'd be having today. Then it goes back.
Said it.
Oh my god, it was just.
And I'm sorry, I saw this in a theater opening night. One other person in the theater, and it was only an hour and I think 41 minutes, but it just dragged and dragged. And there's so many moments I'm like, oh, it's gonna end. Nope, it's gonna no. Oh, okay, cool. I can leave. Thank God.
Yeah. Totally agree with you there. It's one of those it's a visually appealing film that the luster goes away pretty quick when you realize you have to sit through this just to take it all in. So not one I could strongly recommend. I could see some people liking this, just like there's a reason why the Netflix is making those fucking what's that sci-fi series they got that we can't stand.
I don't know. There's so many nowadays.
That one, well, the one where the soldiers helping the farmers and
Rebel Moon.
Yes,
funny.
Oh my God.
I read an article the other day with Zack Snyder talking about, oh yeah, there's this other movie I'm working on, so I'm just taking a pause on Rebel Moon, but I'm going back. I know people love it, and I'm like, bullshit. No, it was a flop. Come on, Zach.
Yep. Get to the point to where Netflix is re-releasing it in black and white just to fucking try to appease the Zack Snyder fans, and I'm like,
and then Zack Snyder cuts, and it's like, I'm sorry, did he not get the original cut? Fuck you.
Right. And I'm like, it's like you can offer all of the crap you want. I don't want to watch it in a house. I don't want to watch it with a mouse. I don't want to watch the Zack Snyder cut. I don't want to see it in black and white. I don't want to see anymore. Yeah. Stop it. But there's people who like that one, so I'm sure there's people who are going to like this thing. But we aren't them. That's for sure.
Nah.
My God. In the land. Or in the Lost Lands, in the land.
Right? It doesn't sound right. So I always say what you say. I'm like, and it's like, oh, okay, no.
If after all you've heard all of that, you still end up watching the movie, start a tally of how many times you hear the words Lost Lands. Because I think you'll be surprised by just how many fucking times they remind you, we're traversing the Lost Lands. We're in the Lost Lands. I've never seen.
And then the map that comes up, and then the countdown of how many days. I'm like, this doesn't all add up. And it's like this will take a week, and then they do it in 2 days. I'm like, what?
Well, no, they get like 3 days pass in 15 minutes, but then the last 2 days take like the rest of the fucking movie. Yeah, and even then, the timer doesn't matter. Like she says, I need to get to the shapeshifter before the full moon. They get there. Okay, we're here. He'll return when the full moon rises, so we'll just wait. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Oh. Tip of the iceberg, folks. It gets way worse, I promise you. As much as I love our main two cast members, which the director here, Paul W.S. Anderson, loves working with Mila Jovovich. She's been in so many of his movies.
It's not like they're married or anything.
Well, it helps. It helps. She probably gets moved up on the cast list a little higher. It's no Mortal Kombat. It's not like there's so many other movies that are a lot more fun to watch, but goddamn.
Yeah, it's not even like schlocky for schlocky's sake. It's like they think it's badass and taking it too seriously.
Yes.
So how many slices you chopping this bad boy up to?
One. I'm giving it one slice. I liked, like I said, I liked things about the world they built up, and I liked the production design, the visual styles, the creatures, the weapons, all the wardrobe, all of that shit looked cool, but it's not enough to carry a whole movie.
Yeah.
Once
I'm giving it half a slice. And I feel like that's very generous. I'm fighting that 0 slice to be generous.
I don't blame you. No, it's I totally get it though. I totally get it. It's God, yeah. Don't recommend. All right,
I'm going to move on from this, Dennis. I got a movie coming out this Friday, 7/25. A movie called Oh Hi. This movie I was looking forward to because the trailer just captured my imagination. It's kind of like a comedic version of that Gerald's Game in a way. So essentially,
Okay.
it stars Molly Gordon and Logan Lerman, and they're going away for the weekend. They got this Airbnb. Everything's going great. It's romantic. They get great banter. They're fucking. They're doing all this stuff, and they discover in a locked closet they break into all this S&M type stuff. And one thing leads to another, and Logan Lerman gets handcuffed to the bed, and after they fuck, she's about to untie him, and she's like, "Wow, I can't believe I'm falling for you so much. Like this, I've never had a relationship this good." And he's like, "Whoa, what are you talking about? We're not in an exclusive relationship. We're not dating. We're just seeing each other." And she fucking loses her shit, decides not to free him. And in her mind, she's like, "I'm going to keep you trapped here and I'm going to show you how great I am." But
Oh
she
my
just
God.
becomes unraveled and just crazy and
A little
loses
bit
her
of misery
mind.
in there.
Yeah. And when she's finally ready to let him go, he's like, "Oh, you're going to jail. This is how they caught OJ in the long run." And like, then she calls her best friend, played by Geraldine Viswanathan, and she shows up and then brings her boyfriend, and those two get stuck up, and they're like, "What do we do? Do we let him free? How do we?" So many different things, and like, it's weird because like they're like, "Let's set him free," but no, I don't know. And then like John Reynolds is Geraldine's boyfriend, and he's like this lovable guy, and he's like reading bedtime stories to fucking Logan Lerman. And then David Cross is like a neighbor who lives down the road, and like
Oh God.
he's like just like no fucking in the water. Like when we first meet him, like he's like, "Hey, this is a public area. You can't have sex in that in that water." And she's like, "I'm wearing a one piece. That's impossible." And like he just pops up every now and again with these weird old man antics that make him sound a little outdated. Gotta love David Cross.
Yeah.
It's just weird. It's wild. It's unhinged, and it's unique. I really enjoyed this cast together. They were really solid. The premise was fun. It did drag a little bit. It's an hour and 34 minutes, and it could have been trimmed slightly. But overall, I had a blast watching Ojai. I'm gonna give Ojai 2.5 slices of toast. Almost 3, but yeah.
Fair enough.
Good times, folks.
Not a bad place to be in. Not a bad place. So still, I always feel like that's it's at least worth watching once kind of range, you know?
Definitely.
And I like that.
I'd watch this movie again sometime.
Oh, okay, yeah, for sure.
But how many times? I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
And look, it's not a sequel.
That's true. Something original slipped through, which I totally appreciate.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You got something new that the folks can watch over on the old Netflix.
That's right, I do. Now, I had practiced his name before we started recording, but this is a film called...
do you remember?
I'll have to see if I can hit it. This film is called Brick, a German film that is released on Netflix, starring an actor that I believe Adam and I are both a fan of, Matthias Schweighöfer.
There we go.
We'll see. I'm
good.
sorry, Matthias, if that's wrong.
Sounds wild and orgasmic. I like it.
Wild. It's fucking wild.
Yeah, I mean, no bad Brad, but it's good.
He's working his way. He's like the German bad Brad. I don't know. He's been making a splash out west. He's doing his thing in Germany still. Great actor. But this is telling the story of a couple living in an apartment building that they just a couple years prior, they had unfortunately lost their baby. She had a miscarriage, and their relationship has been strained. He's been burying himself in his work. She's been trying to find therapy in life, and like whether it's getting help professionally or making changes in her life just to try to feel something. He's not on board with the direction she's trying to go. And she's restored their old camper van that they swore they're going to do this big road trip together. And because of, previous events, they just never got around to it. And he's like, I promise, we'll go do it, but I can't today. I need to finish this project I'm working on.
Excuses.
Middle of the night, right? Middle of the night, she gets up, decides I'm just going to fucking leave him. But when she opens the door to their apartment, they are walled in. This like mysterious strange pattern of black bricks have covered every door and every window to every apartment unit in this building. They're trying to figure out how to get out. It gets to the point to where they start breaking down walls and floors so they could communicate to their other neighbors and the other residents to try to figure out what the fuck is going on. And it's wild because you're not sure, is this like imagined in his head? Did he finally crack after all of the shit they've gone through? Is this technology? Is this magic? There's a lot of questions that get raised, and I kind of like this kind of funky trip we end up going on. Some of the neighbors and things, we make some weird decisions, like the logic isn't always there. You fully understand the motivation of we just want to get out. And then we get our weird cast of characters of you got the drug using, festival going Airbnb renters next door. You've got the elderly man who's lived through wars, who's just he's got a pistol in his pocket and an oxygen tank on his back, ready to just fucking light you up. And then you've got this ex-detective who is this hyper conspiracy theorist that is convinced a biological weapon was dropped, and this is why all the shit's gone on. So as they're trying to figure out how to escape, their own lives start kind of crumbling from the inside. So I actually had some fun watching this. I did watch it in the original German with the
Nice.
English subtitles. So I like hearing the actors' voices when they're delivering these things, and it's funny when they do bounce in and out of English once in a while. But I think I enjoyed this characters. I really like the performance of Matthias and Ruby O'Fee, who plays this significant other in this film. I like the two of them together a lot. I think they really sold where they were in life. They played that very well. When the stakes are raised, they really delivered. And for something that's kind of an enclosed thriller, I mean, we go through 4 floors of this apartment building, but we don't see much else. I think it was a good trip. And the end was actually kind of surprising. I really didn't think they would follow through with this thing that they said might happen, and it did. So I enjoyed it. I would honestly, if you're up for a thriller that has a little bit of like a sci-fi sort of edge to it, I would suggest you throw Brick onto your queue. I'm going to give Brick 2.5 slices of toast. There's still a little left to be desired as far as just keeping the environment interesting. We kind of repeat ourselves a few times, as you can imagine for this type of story. But it gets a little, at an hour 39 minutes, it gets a little long in tooth in a couple of the scenes where I want to get to that next point a little sooner. But I still think it was a good ride.
Not bad, man. Nice. All right, I have the latest Ari Aster movie, Eddington. All right, so this takes place back in the early days of the pandemic, 2019, in a small New Mexico town where essentially the sheriff of the town is at odds with the mayor of the town. There's a re-election happening. Tensions are high amongst everybody. And as this is going on, it's like, all right, the sheriff wants to run against the mayor in the election that's upcoming. The George Floyd issue happens. Then there's protests. Then there's some anti-Semitic neo-Nazis that come into play. Jesus. There's people getting COVID. This movie essentially shows everything about what we lived through and then heightens it to the umpteenth situation. And it doesn't actually take a side. It shows the stupidity of everyone and everything because it was a very vulnerable time. And it has a great cast. You got Pedro Pascal, Joaquin Phoenix, Emma Stone, Austin Butler, and a few other familiar faces.
Wow.
And it's just really well acted, really well directed. It has this very dark and gritty look to it. The sound design is fantastic. The score is interesting. And just the performances really leap out of the screen. Now, nice. Kind of like what you were saying with Brick, this movie is long. This movie is 2 hours and 25 minutes.
Okay.
And it feels like, okay, is this going to end? How's this going to end? And like it takes twists and turns that I didn't see coming. And it's like, oh, how's this character going to get out of this situation? How's this character going to respond? And it's just interesting to watch everyone's decisions. And it's just awkward. It's painful. It's funny. It's disturbing. It's like a mirror. There's a lot going on here. I had a good time watching it. Will I watch it again? Probably not, because it's deep subject matter. But yeah, if you ever want to see The Mandalorian versus the Joker, this is a movie for you.
Yeah, this one I was very much looking forward to. So I was excited to hear you have this one up on the list here. And like you said, that's especially casting these two together in this film. That's a chemical reaction I definitely want to see on camera. There was a really funny. I did see a promo for this where Joaquin Phoenix in an interview reveals he was a little embarrassed when the first time he walked out on set and Pedro Pascal sees him in costume for the first time. He just burst out laughing as soon as he looked at him. And it's just, yeah, 'cause that's what you want to see is your co-star whom you're about to do this serious dialogue with, just start laughing hysterically as soon as you.
Yeah, they seem like two very different styles of actor. One's more of a let's have fun. The other's like, I'm a serious guy.
But I think that's what intrigues me most about them being in this film together is I like the idea of what those different approaches might how they play on camera.
That's the funny thing. It's like I see both their sides because Joaquin is the type of guy who's like everyone deserves to go shopping whether they have a mask or not. I understand it's hard for some people to breathe supposedly, and I'm like, all right, I guess I get your sensibility, and he has everyone's best interest at heart. And then I see Pedro. He is like, hey man, everyone needs to mask up. It's a mandate, and he's kind of trying to be sympathetic to everyone. And then you think you see, everyone's sides, but then you see their home lives, and it's like, ooh, things might not be as peachy for each of them. And it really, and it shows the difficulties of people on social networks. Like it has Facebook a lot, and it's like, oh yeah, there was a lot of disinformation going out, a lot of people at odds with one another on social media, and the dangers of that. And it's seeing these two together, it was powerful. And then Emma Stone's character is completely interesting. Like she's kind of like worried about everything. She's kind of a mute. She's kind of a shut in. And then she kind of falls for Austin Butler, who's kind of like this kind of preacher type cult leader type guy. And I don't know. It's just this weird flair. It's like awkward and odd because it's like interesting. This could really have happened, even though to the extent probably not. But I could see small towns having this situation. I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to give Eddington. I'm going to give it 2.5 slices as well, like my last movie.
All right.
Definitely worth a watch, I think.
Cool. Yeah, no, that's definitely one I will make my way around to eventually, just because everything you said, I like that little like snapshot in time, but in this very specific setting too, and with that cast. I mean, Jesus, that's great
for sure.
Well, cool, man.
You have a movie that I reviewed a couple of episodes back that I'm intrigued to hear how you enjoyed it.
Yes, we're talking about The Amateur, which has been dropped over on Hulu if you got it. This is the Rami Malek starring film where he works. He's a computer analyst for the CIA, and he goes through this horrific event where his wife is killed in a terrorist attack, and now he wants to take matters into his own hands and seek his own revenge. And we've got Rachel Brosnahan, John Bernthal, Lawrence Fishburne, all giving great performances, even if some aren't on camera as long as others. But it's a cool thriller. I liked obviously the setup. It's something I think is understandable. Who wouldn't want to feel justice needs to be served in the situation? And although he doesn't have the skill set that these types of movies, your main character would traditionally have, it's not even the like, okay, you're going to train me, but now I can do the thing. It's like, no, actually, I can't shoot a guy from a mile away. I can't go skydiving and then fucking stealth drop into like. But
what he can do is very interesting and unique to his skill set.
Exactly, and that's what I think makes this version of this story so engaging for me. I really like the way you have to kind of present this stuff. Kind of reminds me of like the way the Hitman games could be played rather than like the movie. So it's creating the situations that then result in said person being eliminated that I really enjoyed the most about this one. And then Rami Malek's fantastic. And I find it hilarious. This is now the fourth time we've talked about him in this episode without even trying to like bring him up a bunch of times. He's one of those guys, I think you forget how long he's been around, even if you have been big fans of shows like Mr. Robot and the other things he's been in. He's always had this presence and a strong performance on screen in just about everything he's been in. And that shows here too. There's a couple points where I'm like, you're kind of beating a dead horse a little bit with some of the visuals. And like, there's a couple times where I'm like, yes, I get it. He keeps seeing visions of his wife, but a couple of them I felt were unnecessary. There's times where I think they over-explain things to the audience. I don't need the montage flashback of you showing me how this, that, and the other event all linked together.
Mm-hmm.
I watched the movie up to that point, so I followed along. You know, like sometimes I feel like there's movies like this. You have a great story, you have a great cast. It's like they're acknowledging you're probably not going to be watching the movie while you're watching it. Mm-hmm. So let's just have a little
like
refresher in there. Yeah, and I'm like, oh God, can I? Just keep going. Faith. Just keep going. Yeah, just trust people who are trying to watch a movie are going to sit down and watch it. But I get it. These days, people's attention spans are short. But nonetheless, I enjoyed this quite a bit. It's one of those that I probably would come back around to watch it again sometime, or like I don't know. I just like this tone of movie. I like these I'm drawn to these kinds of things.
It feels like a movie that we don't necessarily get very often. Like we get movies that want to be this, but this executes it properly.
Yes.
And makes it interesting. And I'm sorry, I've spoken on this before, but what really sticks out in my head while you're talking, I really love the dynamic of him and Lawrence Fishburne. That kind of cat and mouse game, and also him and John Bernthal, like kind of their brotherly relationship almost. Like
it's funny. I was going to describe it slightly different in that it's more, this is strictly business, you know, like where I think so many of these movies, they try to build up this deep-seated camaraderie across the board. Everyone who works for spies and shit.
I feel like there was like a mutual kind of admiration. Like they both knew you could get something out of one another. They used each other for what they needed. But spoiler, a scene comes in the film where John Bernthal could do one thing or the other, and he gives the option to Rami Malek essentially of what could happen. Right. And it's all about decisions. I don't know. Opposed to, I'm just going to execute this and call it a day. I don't know. I like that.
I think, I kind of saw it as the, this is me paying you back. Like,
true.
Like not, I love that he's just like, all right, you do whatever you want, man. I'm just telling you, this is normally how the game is played, but because of what you've done for me, I'm going to return this favor and enjoy your crappy coffee. But there's they did some cool stylistic things. I think there's a couple of times where it's like, oh, this seems way too obvious that you're having it play out this way. Or like, why didn't even the bad guys, the people who trained him, who hired him, seem to forget what his skill set is half the movie. So it's like, that's
the thing I like about Lawrence Fishburne's character. He's like, maybe you guys misjudged this guy. Maybe he's better at what he does than you think he is.
And he's like the only character that ever comes to that conclusion. Everyone else is just like, whoa, wait a minute. Whoa, what are you doing, nerd?
How's he doing this?
Right. But there's definitely a few surprises in there. It ends on a note I think you kind of see coming, but in a good way. I
liked it though. Yeah.
So I don't know. I thought it was cool. Please don't make a sequel. This is fine. I'm so afraid it looks like one of these that they'll probably try to do another one. Even though there's, but at that point, it's like, why?
He's executed his goals, hopefully, and characters get send-offs, but
So
maybe something.
yeah, I had fun doing it. I could totally see this as like a vehicle for doing another one, in that now that he's learned all these things,
Maybe they
he's
hire
still the
him to go out.
amateur, quote unquote, but he just does it his way instead of the way they normally get shit done. But yeah, great cast. I love the locations. I mean, it's a globetrotting movie. We get to see a lot of sites around the world. I really enjoyed that. It felt really big, so
Yeah.
I would I'd probably watch this one again at some point in time.
Agreed.
So yeah, I think I'm gonna give The Amateur 3 slices of toast. All those things I just said. I love this style of movie. It has such a great cast with great chemistry across the board. So sounds fun to you. You should check it out.
Fuck yeah. All right, well, it's funny that you reviewed this movie because it leads perfectly into my next movie. Lawrence Fishburne played the head of the newspaper that Superman worked for,
Daily Planet.
Perry White, in the previous incarnation of Superman, and Rami Malek's wife in this movie is Rachel Brosnahan, who plays Lois Lane in my next movie, Superman. All right, so I'm gonna get this off the table right here from the get-go, folks. I don't typically care for Superman. I've always found him as kind of a mediocre character. I get what he's done, and he was kind of the original superhero, but I feel like he's too much of a good boy, too much of a this like good-natured character who's overpowered, and I don't know.
Right.
I only recently saw the Christopher Reeves movie like a year ago on the big screen, and I don't recall the Brendan Roth one. I never cared for the cartoon. I definitely did not care for the Man of Steel. So I'm like, all right, I like James Gunn for the most part, but the trailers for this movie did not do it for me. But I got to give it a shot. So right out of the get-go, this movie tells you, hey, this is not an origin story. Superheroes exist. Superman crash landed. He's been living amongst civilians for a while. He's been doing his thing, and you're just spun off into that world. I love it because this is a new universe. We could have watched all that shit, but we didn't have to.
Let's just jump in. I love it. Yeah.
It's a nice refresher here. In this movie, Superman isn't invincible. He gets his ass handed to him left and right all over the place, and he's put in danger. And one thing I love about him is his compassion. It's infectious. All right. He's fucking getting his ass handed to him. Like, he could get destroyed, but he's going to clear the space around him, whether it's a fucking squirrel he saves or another animal, even the fucking villains he's facing. He doesn't want to kill them. He wants to give them opportunities to get out of the situation. He tells them he doesn't want to fight them, but he has to do what he has to do, essentially. And normally superheroes' battle cry is truth, justice, and the American way, but not this time, man. Superman will go wherever it is on planet Earth to go and do the right thing. And I really dug that. And we learned the myth, the legend that his parents sent him here to do good for mankind. But there's a twist in this movie that some people are debating whether the twist is real or fake. I don't know. Because we learned that, spoiler, the video he's watched, he's known kind of got destroyed in the crash landing on Earth. But Lex Luthor has found a way to get the whole video. And it turns out his parents are telling him, we're sending you to a planet with weak beings. Essentially, we want you to go and take over the planet and have as many children as you can to just kind of annihilate and own the planet. And this kind of has inner turmoil, and people start thinking, oh shit, Superman is here to destroy us. He's been playing us this whole time. Even people he knows and love, they start looking at him in a different light. And he's like, no, I swear to God, I didn't know that was the thing. And it just spins out of control from there. And Lex Luthor is essentially trying to get rid of Superman. He hates Superman, and he starts a war essentially to get rid of Superman. He corrupts people. It's interesting. You're dealing with so much going on. Like it's a timely movie. You got tech billionaire essentially trying to control the government. You got essentially two countries at war with one another. You got genocide. You got you got racism, you got ICE agents, you got so much packed into a superhero movie. And I don't know. It's really interesting. And the cast, phenomenal. David, the Corn Sweat, he's great as Clark. He's great as Superman. There's a distinguishable difference between the two.
Nice.
And he really brings it to life. I really enjoyed watching him. Brosnahan is a fantastic Lois Lane. She kind of is a no-nonsense. She'll do whatever it takes, whether it puts herself in danger, her relationships in danger. She wants to tell the story as hard-hitting as possible, and she'll do whatever to cover it. Then you have Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor. He's pretty good. He is kind of willing to fucking essentially cause chaos in the world just to get under Superman's skin, and he'll do anything, including killing innocent people and starting wars. And he kind of has this comedic sensibility to him, which is nice. Then, like I was talking earlier, yeah. And then, like as I was saying earlier, Skylar Gisondo is this smooth-talking Jimmy Olsen, and that's fun to watch. Then Nathan Fillion as this lovable, dim-witted asshole version of Guy Gardner is fantastic. Like he's just such a dick, but he's a lovable dick and just goofy as hell. I can't wait to see he's going to be in that Lantern show. I want to see more of him.
Oh, okay. I always liked Green Lantern as a character, so
right.
Not the movie, but the character.
Yeah. And then, like we said, another spinoff that might happen is Mr. Terrific, Eddie Gathegi. He is great. He brings this character to life that looks lame, has lame powers, but he is a fucking badass. And he might have been one of my favorite fucking characters in this movie. Nice. Watching him kick ass, I'm like, holy shit. As I watched it, I'm like, I want to see more of this guy. He should get his own movie or show. And that's why I'm 100% on board. Hopefully he gets that show. I will say, Isabella Merced as Hawkgirl, completely underutilized. She doesn't really serve a purpose. And she's a fantastic actress, but they don't give her much to do in this movie, opposed to Mr. Terrific and Guy Gardner and everyone else. She's just thrown in there, and it's like, give her something to do.
I always liked the character, too. She was a badass in the comics and in the old the animated series, Justice League and all that stuff. Yeah, dang it. That's too bad.
Yeah, so hopefully if she does come back, maybe they'll give her more to do and give her a more significant role. I'm hoping. And then let's see, Crypto. All right, man. Fantastic character. Like, yes, he's a CG dog, but he looks pretty realistic and he acts like a dog. He's unpredictable. He just wants to have fun. He destroys things and he cares about his owner and other people. He's just lighthearted. Fantastic to watch. Awesome. And the score to this movie is great. Like the soundtrack's okay. James Gunn's normally known for his soundtracks, but the scores were really stood out to me, man. I loved it.
Which you know what? That's how it should be for a Superman movie. It should have like classically has a very powerful orchestral backing behind it. You know, it should be larger than life and very know, not too superhero themey, but it's, you know, like when you think like you were talking about the Christopher Reeve one. I mean, it's still classic. That's classic music there that still gets performed. John Williams is doing a series here pretty soon where he's going back through a bunch of his old movies. I would love to see it, but I don't think we're going to be able to make that one. But
yeah, I know I saw like a billboard outside of the TD Garden here in Boston for like the World of John Williams or something, and like it's all his scores. But then I looked. It's not him. It's other people doing his music. I'm like, I'm not fucking doing that. I know at least out there, you guys get him at the Hollywood Bowl doing stuff.
Yes.
Like, that's what I want, man.
Yeah, that's, But anyways, I didn't mean to take that from you. But
no. You're 100% right about that, man. It should be the score. And they do honor his music in this in a way, too, which is nice.
Oh,
cool. Now, there are CG moments to this. And some of the CG is good. Some of the CG is bad. I will say there's some goofy stuff in here. Like you got pocket universes. I'm like, I don't fucking want that. I don't need that. And it does follow the superhero playbook that the world is coming to an end and he needs to save the day, but it works. I don't know. For this, I can look past that. I'm like, all right, it's fine. Whatever. That's cool. Ma and Pa Kent, they kind of dumbed them down. They really Midwestern them. Like they're golly G type people. Like, They don't know how to work a phone, but they do feel like parents, which I appreciate. They're not just like,
Okay.
oh, we're these like cool rich people. They're like, no, we're real farmers, man. Fuck it. We're the salt of the universe, good people.
Did they keep
and you can see how sorry.
I was saying, did they keep the rhythm of that they're like older parents? They adopted them at much later 100%. In life than okay, cool. Nice.
Yeah.
I like they kept that going.
And they have a great dynamic, and it's like, oh, I can see why this version of Clark is so wholesome and caring and kind because he had these great parents, man.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah, overall, I felt like there's a lot going on, a lot being packed into this movie, and it really worked. I was surprised. I really had a good time watching this, and nice. I'm happy that it wasn't a huge letdown. It was 2 hours and 9 minutes, which I know is long for a movie, but for a superhero movie, that's considered short these days.
Right, like that's kind of standard anything. Yeah. In the fairway.
So it's kind of nice getting in for that. There are two there's a mid-credit scene and a post-credit scene. They're kind of like nothing important, but I will say we do get our first look before the movie ends of Supergirl, and the direction they're taking Supergirl in completely different from what they're doing with Superman, and I cannot wait for this movie. Like, nice. This character looks fun. I really want to see her movie, and I'm excited that that's going to be the next DCU movie. Totally looking forward to it.
Well, cool.
Yeah.
All right, man.
And the best part, I'm sorry, I know this is going super long. I do apologize. I'm just excited. The nice part is it shows that you don't have to have a dark and gritty movie. Sure, that could work in one world, but this is more lighthearted, more fun, more upbeat, visually like beautiful.
Not every superhero character has to have the same tone, right?
Yes.
Like they can all be different flavors. So no, that's cool. That's good to hear.
And that's what James Gunn's saying is like, not all the DC movies are going to be in this vein. I want each director to bring their own flair and style because that's how the real world is. It's all different. And I'm like, fuck yeah.
It's how the comics read too. You know, like you're gonna get some jokes in Spider-Man, but you're probably not gonna get too much in fucking Punisher. You know, like they should all have a different flavor. They not all be the same thing. So
yes, 100%. But I will say one thing that I did kind of have an issue here with there are a little bit two things with the villain wise. Like Lex was cool, but there was also this character called the Engineer, who is this woman with like razor blade arms that can throw razor blades, and it's like I didn't really see her purpose, and she was kind of it's like I don't care.
No.
But then there was also Ultraman, and he was cool. And there's a fun reveal there that people will probably see if you know the comics. But the way that he was used felt weird because Lex Luthor and his team were essentially treating him as like a video game. Like Lex is literally like L1, R2, and like calling out all these different moves that he does. And it's like, I don't want to watch a villain play a video game to like fight our hero. Like, just have a badass character fight a badass character. I don't need to see.
Battle. Yeah.
Like they literally left and right minutes of in 3. It's like, what the fuck is going on? Why? But no, that's very minor stuff. I'll give Superman 3.5 slices of toast, folks. It's definitely worth checking out. If this is what the next DC world's universe is gonna be, I'm all for it, man. Sign me up.
Nice. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. I know there's with all the hype and everything that's been coming up for this one. We've all been wondering if it was going to land, so it sounds like Superman landed on both feet here on Earth.
For me, yeah.
Nice.
Definitely.
Cool, dude.
Yeah. So I think that's going to do it for our reviews.
That's right. Beat me to the punch there. This is oh no, don't be too come on. No, it's all good. So yeah, hopefully you heard about something that you are intrigued to check out. Maybe you have some differing ideas from our reviews for these particular films. You should let us know. There's a few places you can do that on our socials. Go and check out movie_toast, available on Facebook, X, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, Blue Sky, YouTube. There's a good chance you're already on one of those right now, but go into the others to follow. If you're on the other platforms, you get updated with new Movie Toast information as soon as you can. You get a lot of extra videos and things from Toaster Adam over here, some bonus reviews and trailer reactions and stuff. Please go give it a follow. Maybe you just want to let us know
Please.
what you think of the show. Am I doing these out of order? I feel like I'm doing
No,
this out of order.
any way works, man. Anything
okay.
works.
So, at the very least, we'd like it if you'd let us know what you think of the show. Leave us a review over on Apple Podcast. We just want to make this show as golden, buttery, delicious as we possibly can. And, you know, maybe we got some other stuff cooking over at the end of the year. December's going to be
Yeah, man.
And you know what that means. Movie
in
toast.
the toaster. Yes. Yes, man.
That's right.
5th annual festival. Like, how do you go wrong, folks? It's free to watch on YouTube in December.
Yeah.
It's going to be curated by me and Dennis. We'll be it's all fucking edited together. We'll have banter back and forth between. We're giving out awards. And of course, we do charge a minimal fee to enter your film into the festival. And the regular deadline is approaching in a couple of days, and we're going to be going into the late deadline, which is running for another month or so. You can find all the dates and details and how to enter over at filmfreeway.com/Movie Toast the Festival, or search Movie Toast the Festival over on Film Freeway. Whatever works, folks.
You know it's us because you'll recognize the logo there. The unmistakable film reel and slice of toast in the toaster. That is still us. We have, like Adam was saying, we have a lot of fun every year. We've seen some fantastic short films. It's already stacking pretty deep so far for this year, but it's still not too late. So please, if you've got a short film, 15 minutes or less, though, got to stress that we still get people trying to submit things well past that point, and it makes it really hard to compare a lot of these other films together and to provide a show that's still digestible for you, the audience. I mean, it was 2.5, 3 hours last year, I think. It's a sizable chunk, but it's every genre you can imagine, and it's short films from all around the world, and we have a lot of fun putting that show together for you guys, and really looking forward to checking it out this December. So keep an eye out, follow the socials, keep an eye out for the official date. It'll be announced as we get closer, but you'll get reminded, don't you worry. Well, we're going to keep mentioning it until you get there.
Until the very end. Until
right.
December, we're going to be talking about this bad boy because it's all we got, folks. It's our creativity.
We have a lot of fun.
There's
some great stuff.
You don't want to leave a review. You don't want to enter your short film. You don't want to follow us on any of the socials. We just ask you to do one simple thing that's free and benefits you and everyone around you, folks.
It truly, truly does. Please, we ask that you stay toasty.
Stay toasty.
Oh, wait a minute.
The old theme song. Uh-oh, technical difficulty.
They're the kings of the real, reviewing new movies, they keep it real. Coast to coast, from LA to the east, on the podcast show, they feast on the beast. Adam's bringing knowledge like he's Professor X. Dennis with cuts deeper than Wolverine's claws. I guess Marvel, DC, they know them all by heart. Breaking down the plot, tearing every scene apart. They got the juice like Tarantino's Pulp Fiction. Breaking down movies with a sharp precision. Adam coming in hot like a John Wick hit. Dennis bringing the heat like the climax of a Tarzan flick.
Keanu Reeves to Tarzan now.
It could happen. It could happen. You never know. Wow. All right. That was a lot we packed in there. I'm excited, man. We got Fantastic Four coming out this weekend. I'm intrigued to see how that does.
Yes. Still waiting to hear. Val and I might actually be doing another Producers Guild screening of that. So that's in a couple weeks or right after it comes out, I believe. Same deal. I'm gonna see it at the old Harmony Gold over on Sunset in Hollywood. But yeah, hopefully, of course, after watching that one, I'll let you find folks know. Unlike the last one I let kind of slip away, which Adam pointed out to me before we had started recording.
I wanted to hear your gleaming review of Jurassic Park Rebirth.
Here it is.
I know you loved it.
Sucks. Okay, done. That's all I got to say about it. Nothing can save that movie. A plot that serves better as a video game mechanic. I would play the shit out of that game. You do procedurally generated islands. you get dropped in at random points, or like your approach is randomized, and then it's like the
You
same
know what
thing.
that kind of reminds me
That
of
would
now
be
that you're
cool.
saying it? It
Yeah.
reminds me of the day one launch game from Xbox 360, the King Kong video game from the movie. They kind of drop you off on Skull Island and you deal with all that shit.
Right. And that was kind of like a sleeper hit too. A lot of people were like, "Oh,
Yeah.
movie game, those always suck," but that one actually ended up doing pretty well and helped
I
move
only
some
got it because
units.
Jack Black's voice was loosely in it.
Well, there
But
you
I
go.
liked it. It was a fun game.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like if you had to be the one on the ground collecting the DNA samples with the stupid, overly complicated fucking blood draw device that they made up for the movie, I'm like, that sounds like a video game thing. Not a fucking movie.
But remember when they were talking about how good a shot you're going to be in this, that, and then they're fucking missing the shots left and right? It's like,
God,
these are supposed to be the world's best fucking at what they do, and they are fucking up left and right, man.
And then dying like so fast. So many of them died so fast. The only other actor I recognized, like, of her team, is the first one to go down. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I guess he's not a big deal. Not that I ever saw him in the trailer, so it makes sense. That movie's just, it's shit from beginning to end.
It was rough.
Nothing is redeeming. My leg's broken. No, it's not. It's broken. No, it's not. Now it's broken. Now it's not. Are you fucking kidding me? There's no continuity. There's no. I just don't think there was any care. They just want you to get all riled up seeing dinosaurs and move along. It
was, hey, we got a release date. We got a 4th of July movie. We got to get it in and out. Who cares? People will pay money.
Sorry, Scarlett. Although congratulations on becoming the wealthiest actor in history. That's awesome. Like, good for you. You fought tooth and nail for that paycheck and you earned it, lady. But that movie sucked. Sorry. I don't
think it's her fault or Mahershala's fault.
Oh no.
They signed on for a movie that should have been good, but
exactly.
It doesn't always happen.
Yeah. Oh, Mahershala. You gave him the Dr. Malcolm moment. And then it's like, how the fuck? So we're going back and forth in these boats, and it's all, oh, God damn it. Sorry, folks.
Yeah, it's funny that you say that. We're spoiling things here. So,
shit.
But there was a moment where that wasn't going to happen. They shot 2 different endings, and of course, you guess how test screenings go.
Of course.
It's always a fun thing.
But anyways, we only get 7 more of these, right?
Hey, why not?
Oh boy.
Well, I guess.
Thank you for joining us, folks.
Does it.
It's another fine slice of toast here. We have scores ranging from 0.5 to 3.5. I love the spread. No, that's all. That means you can't have good movies without some bad movies, you know.
Hey, so it's bound to happen.
And watch let us know what good and bad shit you've seen lately.
Yeah, and say there's a big movie in the theater that you didn't hear in a review here. Over on that fucking YouTube page, it's
guarantee Adam watched it.
We'll be there.
I promise you, Adam fucking seen it already.
Someone doesn't have a life, so
someone just loves movies more than his co-host. I thought I loved movies, but truly,
it's okay.
Can't compete.
You got more of a life. It's okay. I'm proud of you.
Really.
It's all good.
Shit.
All right, we're meandering.
Thanks for joining us, folks. Until next time.